Learn how the JSON Stringify method automatically converts native JavaScript date objects into standardized ISO timestamp string during object serialization. In this lesson, we want to look at how we can serialize date objects. Let's move directly into our script section and let's make a variable that is going to contain an object. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's call it obj, a short representation for objects. And inside this object, I want to add a couple of things: name, which the name is John. Then today is new date, and I also want to add a city. So let me call this anything, maybe Nairobi. I think Nairobi is a city. So this is my object, because dates in JavaScript, they are objects. So this JavaScript object contains name, a function for today, as well as the name of the city. So now that I have this, so what's the next thing to do? Well, it is time to serialize these objects. And how do I do that? Well, it's very simple. Just make another variable, call it anything, and then call the JSON Stringify method. JSON, usually in capital letters, Stringify method, to serialize your object. And once that has been done, so let me just call document.getElement by IT. Then dot inner HTML equals to my JSON. And here, look at what we have on the screen. You can see that everything that is contained in this object variable has been converted into JSON string. Now look at it. We have name John, we have dates, and you can see that everything that is contained in this JSON string has automatically acquired that double quote of a thing to conform with the JSON validation rule. Now, this example shows a script that builds an object for John, and that includes a live active calendar timestamp that is generated by the new date constructor, which is what we have inside the object. So when the entire object is passed into the Stringify method, the date object is automatically transformed into a standardized text string like this, what we have on the screen. So the script then prints the entire continuous JSON text string using the inner.html to write to the DOM on the screen. So what exactly is happening in our code? Well, let's figure it out. Now, today, new date constructor generates a live native JavaScript date object, capturing the exact milliseconds this script executes in browser memory. And the JSON.stringify part is the serialization part. So it scans the object. When it hits the today property, which is the property of the object, and detect a date object inside that property, it automatically calls the date built-in to JSON method, and this instantly formats the calendar object into a standardized, universally accepted ISO 8601 text string, which is what you are seeing on the screen. And finally, this part is what is writing this output to the screen by injecting our new result into the DOM and print it onto the screen. Here are a few key takeaways about serializing date objects in JavaScript. Number one, date objects stringified to JSON are converted into the ISO 8601 extended format. You can see year, followed by month, or followed by the date, followed by the present day, and the hour, the minutes, the seconds, and another number, another letter, which is capital Z, which keeps times handling perfectly accurate across different time zones. Number two, why the JSON.stringify method automatically handle the conversion into a string. JSON.parse method will not automatically convert it back. When reading it later, we will still need to manually restore it using the new date constructor or a reviver function. And lastly, you can safely stringify deeply nested object or array containing multiple date timestamps without having to manually convert each date field yourself. So through this serialization, you can work with deeply nested object or array that contain multiple date timestamps without having to manually convert them, and you will still be able to get your output out on the screen.